What's going on, guys? So it's Monday morning, a couple of clients cancelled, so I thought I'd be productive, make a quick video. I could have went back to bed and could have probably got an extra few hours and not been as productive, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to get a video done. I've not done a recipe video in a while, so I'm going to get it done, eat something and edit it, hopefully get it out for this afternoon. So basically today, I'm just literally going to talk really quickly. I'm going to try and make my videos a wee bit shorter because I feel as if I'm maybe rambling on a wee bit and I want to kind of get to the point a wee bit quicker, get people's attention span and keep it. So we get on. So we've got eggs, right, to start with. So most of the time, where people go wrong in terms of hitting the protein intake is that they don't start off early enough in the day, so they end up with loads of protein to hit at night time. So I use an approach called intermittent fasting, and I also use an approach called carb backloading. I won't talk about intermittent fasting too much, but carb backloading is literally where you push your carbohydrates back to later on in the day. It just means you can deal with late night cravings and not feel too guilty about them. So basically, you start off with higher protein meals. So you might drop your carbohydrates for this meal. So I'll start with maybe 3 or 4 egg whites, and I'll have with that, I'll have sliced chorizo. So you can have normal chorizo as well and cut it up, but I feel as if the sliced one, it helps you stick to your calories a lot better without having to weigh it or anything. So it tells you per slice on this one is 16 calories. So I maybe have 3 or 4 slices with that. It gives the egg whites a wee bit of flavour and ups my protein. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with egg yolks. So I will have an egg yolk as well in that, but instead of scrambling it up with the egg whites and the omelette, I'll have it as a separate thing, and then I get the runniness of the yolk as well. So that's just a wee trick that I use, and I'll show you that in the rest of the video. What else do I have? I'll maybe bulk it up with some mushrooms and omelette and stuff as well, mushrooms, onions, if I've got them chopped. Depending on how lazy I am, a lot of the time I'm quite a lazy cook. As much as I like to cook, a lot of time I've not got a lot of time, so I'll just literally mush these up in my hand and just break them in and throw them in. So I'm a big believer in convenience and how convenience is going to save your diet, because if it's not going to be convenient, you're probably not going to stick to it. No one's got time to just chop food all the time. So unless you're retired, it's going to be really, really hard to stick to that. So having pre-chopped stuff, or even pre-chopping a Sunday, might help. Right, so lastly, we've got some chicken sausages here. These are from Heck. You can get them in most supermarkets now. So chicken sausages are basically just a leaner version of like pork sausages that you'll get Cumberland or whatever. They're a lot leaner and they're a lot less calories than normal sausages. I was going to have bacon, but my mum has only bought unsmoked bacon, and that's criminal, right? So never have unsmoked bacon, it's disgusting. Bacon, there's not something you need to have turkey bacon or anything like that. Bacon is something that is quite high in protein as well. So it's not mega. It gets a really bad rap. There's really nothing up with it. You can have bacon most days if you want it, as long as it fits into your calories. So what I might tend to do is I'll keep the fat on one bit and then cut the fat off the rest, and I'm still getting a wee bit of fat in there for good measure. Right, so that's it. I'm going to get on with the cooking itself, and I'll catch you at the end once it's made. See you guys.
Si no te valoré fue porque en el amor perdí la fe. Por ti, todo lo que sacrifiqué por ti. Yo sé que nadie lo hará por ti.
So you might have seen me looking about there. I was looking about for this wee guy. He's a saviour. You can do the same with an empty water bottle, and it sucks you, so it sucks the egg whites out, and you then just put it back into the shell, and it saves a lot of time. So just a wee tactic tip for you there.
I like your style. A mí me gusta la mala, la que con su mirada me llama. Empiezan bailando en el club y lo terminamos haciendo en mi sala. Qué mala, mami chula, tú estás dura. Con todos los tigres se cura. Ella no quiere enamorarse.
Another tip when you're cooking, to save a bit of calories, try the 1 cal spray. It's really going to help you just save maybe 100, 50 to 150 calories depending on how much you normally use, and those calories can get put to better use and fill you up, and you can have a wee bit more. So always think, don't drink your calories. It goes the same when it comes to oil. Coconut oil has no fat burning benefits. Nothing has any fat burning benefits other than your total daily calorie intake. So just remember that coconut oil is a fad and it's shite. Go for 1 cal spray, burn some fat.
You're going home with me tonight. Let me hold you, go caress my body. You got me going crazy. You turn me on, turn me on. Let me charm you, go right on around me. You got me going crazy. You turn me on.
Okay guys, so that's us. I've made my meal there. Hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you try it out, let me know. Maybe take a picture, tag me in it. I just want to see how many people benefit from it as well. If you got any questions, comment below. The only thing I didn't mention, and what a lot of people have kind of said to me is, oh yeah, I've not eaten any carbohydrates today, as if I should be proud of them. Carbohydrates, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The only reason that I use carb backloading is because obviously your meals are made up of 3 things in terms of protein, fats and carbs. Your protein next to calories is the most important thing when it comes to your diet that you want to hit. Carbs and fats, in my opinion, can just fall into place as your day suits. So carbohydrates, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They're not going to put on fat. However, they're going to take away from the protein in terms of like keeping you full, and I just prefer to have them at night time. You don't have to do this. You can maybe have some bread with it as well, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with carbohydrates. And the reason why they get a bad rap is not due to the fact that they're going to put on weight. A lot of the time it's just due to the fact that you're cutting out a whole bunch of calories and it's putting you into a deficit. So don't drop your carbohydrates. It's going to give you energy for your workouts, and also your carbohydrates in terms of your alcohol. Sometimes I'll tell people to drop their carbs before they go out on a night out or something, but that's only because I don't want them to drop the protein. The fats are probably already pretty low, and the only other thing you have to drop is your carbohydrates. So that's not because I think they're bad. That's only because that's the thing that I would rather you drop if you're going to replace it with alcohol. So I hope this video was good and you enjoyed it, and it's a wee bit rawer than the Titan takeaway stuff, but I might start doing more of this stuff because I can churn them out a wee bit easier and faster. So if you enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll see you soon guys. Cheers.